In this class, we are going to be talking about multiple style rules. Remember, we are still at PAMOPS Foundation, LIT schools, and we are making computing easy. I'm still your friend, Ahebwa Martin. This is my number, and this is my email address. So let us see what are the multiple style rules. So we are saying that you may need to define multiple style rules. You may need to define multiple style rules for a single element. You can define these rules, combine multiple properties and corresponding elements and corresponding values into a single block as defined in the following example. So we are seeing this. We are seeing this here. This one is we are combining the rules or the codes, what we want our heading to look like. We are formatting what we are giving rules to our heading one, how we want it to look like. So we are saying that heading one should have this color code. Then font weight should be normal, letter spacing should be 4, this one, margin bottom, this one, text transform lowercase. So this is what we want. So now, if I copy it, for example, and we test it, copy it, then I will open up my text editor here, Notepad. Then I will use this example here, and let's say that inside this, I remove this, also remove this style here. I remove the contents of the style here. And then inside this body, I can choose to say heading 1. I open heading 1 at the same time. I close heading 1. So after opening heading 1 and closing heading 1, I can say, let's say, I can command this to be CSS learning course. CSS learning course. So I save it. And now I paste here my code that I have copied in this code that I have copied here. This code. We want to see multiple style rules. How do they work? So now if I bring my heading 1, I want it to be styled in this format or this. So let us just see it here. So if I save changes and I go to my browser and I refresh, now you see this is CSS. It is turned to small letters because we commanded it to be in lower case. That is why it is getting to lower case. And we are saying that line spacing should be 4em. So this is it. This is the 4, meaning that the spacing in between here. Then we are saying that font weight should be normal font weight, which is this. You see, it is all the way the same. So let's continue. We are saying that the color should be this one. So if let's say that we turn it to be red, let's say that we turn it to be red. So let's see what will happen. So if I refresh, now it is turned to red. So that is it, how we do multiple style rules, meaning that heading can have more than one rule. So let us continue. Or an element can have more than one rule, or an HTML tag can have more than one rule. So let us continue and see. Here, we are seeing that here all the property and value that this is the property and these are the values of the property. So we are saying that here all the property and value pairs are separated by a semicolon. So this is the semicolon, this one. We are having here the property, and this one is the value to the property. So then we are saying that you can keep them in a single line or multiple lines, as how we are seeing it. For better readability, we keep them in separate lines. So what do they mean here? That you can keep these ones, for example, this letter, you can put it on a new line, and also this one, you can put it also on a new line for easy readability. Even this font here, you can put it on a new line such that you can easily read it through. So let us continue and see. So for a while, don't bother about the property mentioned in the above block. These properties will be explained in the coming chapters, and you can find the complete detail about the property in CSS reference. So this is what I'm just telling you. So this is that in the future, as we continue studying, we are going to learn about them in detail. So let's have grouping selectors. You can apply a style to many selectors if you like. Just separate the selectors with a comma as given in the following example. So just here, this is like stating that this information, these properties or these conditions, so are going to be applied to heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. That is what we are just telling you, that grouping selectors, you can separate using a comma. You can just separate the selectors. These are the selectors, these ones, and this one. And this is the property at the same time, the value. So let's continue and see that this define style rule. So this define style rule will be applicable to heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3 element as well. So as how I've told you, the order of this list is irrelevant, meaning that you can choose to start with heading 3, you start with heading 2, or you can choose to put them in the correct order, but the order does not matter. So that is why we are saying that it is irrelevant. All the elements in the selector will have the corresponding declarations applied to them. So declarations, these ones, what we are saying that these selectors will have the declaration, meaning that you have to give them the properties at the same time you give them the values. So now you can combine the various class selectors together as shown below. So as how you're seeing it here, now you can see this one for class selectors as how you're seeing them here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm still your friend Ahebwa Martin here at Palmos Foundation.